research finding will be very helpful because without this kind of finding, we cannot devise better policy and appropriate measures and strategies in helping our students. With this sort of research finding, we can guide the university's management to come out better policy and support for the students. And thankful to the UGC during the COVID crisis, Hong Kong government-wide, the UGC has provided additional funding in supporting the public university by making use of the additional funding for supporting student well-being and also SEM. And Lingnan also cares inclusive education very much. We have the Equal Opportunity Community guiding about student learning, particularly in supporting and promoting equality in education, having an equal opportunity. And we also create different forms of supporting student learning through financial support, and also during the crisis, a different form of support in helping them the placement in job. And Lingnan also believe in learning, not only catering for our younger generation, they are only the undergraduate or a master student. We believe in lifelong learning. So working with the academy of our Elder Academy, indeed it's an intergenerational learning experience. We open our classroom for our Elder Academies colleagues join us, and then the student through the intergenerational communication channel in the classroom or outside classroom, building a more lifelong learning opportunity for all. And this is a particular, what I just mentioned is about Elder Academy, and we make it more open for the elder to join the classroom, and students can learn from the elder. This is a very good, mingling between the two about student learning experience. I just cite one example. I remember a student talked to me joining the classroom with the intergenerational communication of health. They want to share their life experience and try to comfort the feeling of the older people. But at the same time, they also learn from the older people a lot of experience indeed. And it's an equal and mutual learning experience. And in the last couple of years, we also work with different organizations, including Jockey Club, by promoting general technology and smart aging project. It's one of the examples that this is not only about community-based project, and we use this project for engaging students, intergenerational, communication of technology to help the aging society. And students are heavily involved and talking to the elder people by introducing them to the technology and learning from them what sort of technology they really need. And don't just impose technology for the older people, but you present the technology to them and learn from them what sort of felt needs rather than professional needs that we assign and assess. And the students learn the technology and share the technology and try to help our elder people to use the technology. But most importantly, through the intergenerational technology transfer and also experience sharing, they learn to become more intergenerational support and respect. And the students learn a lot from this kind of intergenerational communication skills. And this project, we got the support from the Jockey Club, and now we got another phase of support from them because the Jockey Club also looking into the evaluation. Then you may ask me, what's the point of this project presented to you? It's nothing to do with the scholarship of teaching and learning. Indeed, it is. Because throughout the whole project, we have a lot of evaluation being conducted in the project. And we found that the evaluation is helpful for student learning, but more importantly, because we reach out to the local community, serving the elderly in the local community, and we learn a lot of what they think and what they learn. And based upon the feedback, we also work with the industry indeed. Because the technology is not introduced and created by Lingnan colleagues, because those companies, they produce the technology, and we make use of the technology introducing to the elder and getting the feedback from the elderly people, and we share with the industry what sort of felt needs through the communication with our students to the industries. And the industry also learn from got all this kind of feedback and getting the impact indeed, and changing and modifying the technology. But the elder people talk to us, it's not only about introducing them to the technology. The most important and rewarding experience for the elder people, the older people, is about the opportunity to talk to the younger generation. They feel being cared. through this project, it's not only about student learning project, it's also a project reaching out to the local community to serve, and also as a good project that we advertise for supporting the local community by getting back what to do with the research. But indeed, the evaluation data generated from the project can publish into international publications. And my team have published a few papers based upon this sort of learning project and also outreach project to the local community in major international journals like Aging and Society in the area about social policy. And indeed, our learning project and our learning scholarship can help us to become a better researcher and also a more reflexive, in my opinion, as a learner and also as a researcher for doing better education. We also got a grant from the Quality Education Fund, engaging our younger generation to go into local school, helping the younger generation, not only university students, but in the high school, to know about general technology, to know about age-friendly city. And during the COVID, we make use of the online platform for engaging them. We found it very useful. We got a very good feedback from our school sector for preparing the younger generation to be the carers. And these are some of the examples. And in the last 8 years, we also work with other three universities for promoting age-friendly city with the support for JobKeeper and trying to learn about the local people, what are the major minor changes of the city design or anything about promoting age-friendly community. And my team also work with the students together for co-producing humanitarian technology. Unlike MU, you have technology department, engineer, but we do not have a department of engineering as such. But we work with Hong Kong UST, forming team with our students. They are not very experienced about technology, but we work with the UST team together for identifying some of the problems that the local people need, and then turn mature technology into some help as a kind of support in supporting humanitarian technology. And we also reach out to the developing countries for supporting our student learning. And all this student learning also come with our research project and also teaching scholarship. For promoting liberal arts education, we want to work with other partners, not only in Hong Kong, but also around the world. So a few years ago, Lingnan University advocated the Alliance for Asian Liberal Arts University. So with the partner, we can work together for promoting education for making our students, they become care and carers. We also work with other universities elsewhere, like the Center for Global Higher Education in Oxford for co-promoting higher education research. And also we found new center for doing research in education and also teaching and learning. So I want to conclude by sharing with some humble experience with you. I think we are facing a very challenging time. I think teaching and learning need to be supported by university, and we help our students and also help our colleagues to work together with our students. So at Lingnan, we encourage our colleagues to open their research project for lining up undergraduate and postgraduate students as a kind of research team, working together as a partner. So we also encourage our undergraduate students work with the postgraduate student to identify some research topic. We fund the project, not necessarily major big project as Ricky has mentioned, small problem, but they can enjoy identify the problem, working together. A small piece of project is an action research for helping them learn, and also for our researcher, they really benefit from this kind of action project. Indeed, they also publish very high quality paper in international journals. So I would like to conclude by thanking the university for giving me this opportunity to share with you. And we are doing education. I think this is important to do serious research, and the research would be good impact. And I keep asking myself, Lingnan University, being a liberal arts university, we care very much about quality education. We are so fortunate that our value of education is supported by UGC making Ningnan a liberal arts university, and we support our students for quality education. Quality education is not only quantifiable as such, but education for quality is about education for all and inclusive education. We are fortunate enough to have resources. I keep sharing from my students, when you have the opportunity coming to Hong Kong to have education opportunity here, we must be very grateful, because not many people in the world has this opportunity. And 2 years ago, I was commissioned by UNESCO to write a report, a global report reflecting upon the impact of COVID on global higher education. But the research finding has indicated half of the world, especially in the less fortunate economies, they suffer a lot. When you and I enjoy Wi-Fi, when you and I enjoy online learning, when you and I talk about AI and technology in education, but indeed, many of our fellows around the world in the global south, in less fortunate society, they really still suffer and struggle. Especially for those young children and family, they are facing war. So we are so lucky and fortunate to have this opportunity working in Hong Kong, in our country, for promoting quality education. I certainly try to reach out to you and learn from you, and we can work together and collaborate more. And this COVID crisis is truly a humbling experience for myself as an educator. And I hope that, only collaboration, and we can make our students to be more collaborative. And making our students to be collaborative, we need to educate our students to be more open-minded, expose them to be more culturally sensitive. They can embrace diversity, they respect cultures, civilizations, and traditions and religions. They can, become more cross-culturally sensitive. They can work as a, humble citizen, but they also can promote peace in their workplace. So thank you very much for allowing me to share. And my talk is not necessarily about the topic today, but indeed, this is a kind of reflection as a humble teacher in university. There's a lot of things for me to learn. The more I do research, the more I teach. I indeed learn more from my students, from my fellow, from my younger generation of lecturing staff in the university. So I look forward to having more opportunity to learn from you. Hopefully, university can work together across the border, because the more we learn from each other, we benefit a lot, including today, having the opportunity to learn from Ricky, a very wonderful talk. Thank you very much.